You might find it astonishing that Anne Bancroft, who brilliantly portrayed the memorable character of Mistress Robinson in The Graduate, was not the original choice for the role. In fact, the movie studio had someone else in mind when they first started production, but sometimes unexpected twists lead to iconic performances. The Graduate has stood the test of time, continuing to captivate audiences even in 2024 due to its powerful commentary on social norms and the timeless soundtrack by Simon and Garfunkel. Let's delve into how the actress landed this part and explore behind-the-scenes stories of the film's intriguing casting decisions. Initially, several big names from Hollywood were considered before the spotlight shone on Anne Bancroft. Some may wonder what made her stand out among them. Well, hold on to your seats as we unfold this fascinating journey through one of cinema's most cherished classics. In the film The Graduate, Anne Bancroft played the role of Mistress Robinson, an alluring older woman who becomes involved with a much younger man named Benjamin, portrayed by Dustin Hoffman. Interestingly, in real life, the actors were quite close in age, only 6 years separated them. This contrast between the ages of the two characters served to emphasize the generational gap and power dynamic depicted in the story. Despite their proximity in age off-screen, the actress was able to convincingly convey the sophistication and worldliness of her character, which stood in stark contrast to Hoffman's wide-eyed innocence. Through her performance, she brought depth and nuance to a part that could have easily been reduced to mere caricature. Before taking on the iconic role of Mistress Robinson, Anne Bancroft had already established herself as a talented performer. She began her career on stage before moving into film and television. Over time, she became known for her versatility and range, tackling roles both dramatic and comedic with equal skill. Her work in The Graduate cemented her status as a Hollywood heavyweight and solidified her place in cinematic history. Throughout her career, the actress continued to challenge herself and push boundaries, earning critical acclaim and numerous accolades along the way. Despite these successes, however, she remained grounded and dedicated to her craft, always striving for authenticity and truthfulness in each performance. As we reflect on the legacy of this accomplished actress, it is clear that her contributions to the world of entertainment will continue to resonate for generations to come. Though she may no longer be with us, her indelible performances live on, inspiring future artists and delighting audiences around the globe. In the film The Graduate, the actress who played Mistress Robinson was significantly older than her male counterpart. This casting choice can be seen as a reflection of Hollywood's tendencies when it comes to aging and gender. While Dustin Hoffman, who played the part of Benjamin Braddock, was only in his early 30s during filming, Anne Bancroft, who brought Mistress Robinson to life, was already in her mid-30s. This decision to cast an older woman as a seductive and manipulative character like Mistress Robinson serves to highlight a common trend in the movie industry. Women are often portrayed as aging faster than their male counterparts, leading to them being cast in older roles, even if they aren't significantly older in real life. Meanwhile, men continue to play younger characters well into their 40s, 50s, and beyond. The Graduate isn't alone in making these kinds of choices. Many films and TV shows have followed suit over the years. However, it's worth noting that this imbalance has significant implications for both the performers themselves and the audiences watching at home. By perpetuating stereotypes around aging and gender, these representations contribute to limiting opportunities for mature actresses while reinforcing unrealistic expectations about beauty and youth. Despite this, Anne Bancroft delivered a memorable performance as Mistress Robinson, earning critical acclaim and solidifying her status as a talented actress. Her work continues to resonate today, serving as a reminder of the importance of diverse representation both on screen and off. As viewers, we must remain vigilant about how age and gender intersect in media, pushing back against harmful stereotypes and advocating for more equitable casting decisions moving forward. Moreover, the film highlights the generational gap by using first names for the younger characters. Benjamin and his friends, for instance, are always referred to by their first names, creating a sense of intimacy and familiarity. In contrast, older characters are addressed as Mr. or Mrs., establishing a formal distance. This choice of naming emphasizes the clash between the new ideas of youth and the established norms of the older generation. The actress plays a pivotal role in this dynamic, embodying the older values and expectations. Her performance captures the tension that arises from differing perspectives on life, love, and societal roles. The contrast between the informal names of the younger crowd and the formal titles of the older adults serves to underline the misunderstandings and conflicts that often arise between generations. As Benjamin navigates his world filled with friends who embrace a more casual, liberated approach to relationships, the older characters, represented by figures like the actress, cling to conventional beliefs. This division highlights the broader cultural shifts of the time, reflecting a society in transition where young voices seek to reshape their paths, while older generations hold on to traditional views. The film effectively uses this naming convention to articulate the struggles and aspirations of each group, offering a poignant commentary on the complexities of family and social interactions. Anne Bancroft, the actress who brought Mistress Robinson to life in the groundbreaking film The Graduate, had quite a journey before landing this iconic role. Originally, Simon and Garfunkel's hit song Mistress Robinson was penned with Eleanor Roosevelt in mind. However, when it came time to select music for The Graduate, the duo contributed 3 pieces, including a short version of Mistress Robinson, which later became a cultural phenomenon. Long before her collaboration with Simon and Garfunkel, Anne Bancroft began her acting career on stage during the early 1950s. After studying drama under renowned teacher Maria Ospinskaya, her Broadway debut caught the attention of 20th Century Fox, leading to a contract offer, and her first credited appearance in a motion picture, Don't Bother to Knock, alongside Marilyn Monroe. Despite a successful start, she continued to face challenges and took roles in television shows while honing her craft through various theater productions throughout the decade. It wasn't until 1962 when Anne Bancroft received widespread recognition for playing Annie Sullivan in The Miracle Worker. This powerful performance earned her both a Tony Award and an Academy Award. Following this success, offers poured in, yet few captured her interest. That changed when Mike Nichols approached her regarding The Graduate and the role of Mistress Robinson. Initially hesitant due to its unflattering nature, she eventually agreed, bringing depth and nuance to what could have been a caricatured character. Interestingly enough, Mistress Robinson didn't make it into the initial drafts of the film's soundtrack. Producer Joe Salzman requested 3 tunes from Simon and Garfunkel specifically for certain scenes, resulting in their inclusion late in post-production. Only part of Mistress Robinson ended up being utilized during a critical scene where Benjamin Braddock, played by Dustin Hoffman, confronts his feelings towards Mistress Robinson. The rest of the track would become a massive hit, forever associating Anne Bancroft's portrayal of Mistress Robinson with the haunting melody of Simon and Garfunkel's Grammy Hall of Fame inducted tune. When producers first heard Simon and Garfunkel's songs like The Sound of Silence and Scarborough Fair, they had reservations about including them in the soundtrack for this classic film. Their concern was that the duo's existing fame might overshadow the movie's narrative. However, these hesitations were unfounded as the soundtrack became a huge success. This film features the talented Anne Bancroft, who delivered a memorable performance that has left a lasting impression on audiences. Her portrayal in this picture is one of her most iconic roles, which further solidified her status as a gifted actress. Despite initial doubts, the inclusion of Simon and Garfunkel's music complemented Bancroft's acting skills and added depth to the overall production. Interestingly, before becoming an accomplished actress, Bancroft trained as a dancer and singer, making her versatility even more impressive. She graced both stage and screen with equal finesse, captivating viewers with her undeniable talent. This film was just one example of how she could bring a character to life and make it resonate with audiences worldwide. Although some may argue that the addition of popular music detracted from the film's focus, it ultimately contributed to its widespread appeal. By integrating catchy tunes into the storyline, producers managed to strike a balance between musical entertainment and dramatic storytelling. Consequently, this classic film remains etched in people's memories, thanks partly to Anne Bancroft's remarkable performance and the memorable soundtrack. When it came time to cast the role of Mistress Robinson in The Graduate, the production team considered several high-profile actresses, including Doris Day, Ava Gardner, Ingrid Bergman, and Rita Hayworth. However, after much deliberation, they ultimately decided to cast the accomplished actress Anne Bancroft in the iconic part. On the other hand, Robert Redford had initially auditioned for the role of Benjamin Braddock, but he was deemed unsuitable for the part because he wasn't convincing enough as a loser. Anne Bancroft brought her unique charm and grace to the character of Mistress Robinson, delivering a captivating performance that has left a lasting impact on audiences. Her portrayal of the disillusioned and manipulative older woman who seduces a younger man remains one of her most memorable roles in film. Despite the controversy surrounding the film's themes and content, Bancroft's performance resonated with critics and viewers alike. Before landing the part of Mistress Robinson, Bancroft had already established herself as a talented performer in both film and theater. She won numerous accolades throughout her career, including an Academy Award for Best Actress for her work in The Miracle Worker. Yet, despite these achievements, she remained humble and dedicated to her craft until the end of her life. It is fascinating to imagine how different The Graduate might have been if another actress had played the part of Mistress Robinson. While some may argue that certain qualities possessed by other stars could have added something special to the role, few can deny that Bancroft delivered a truly remarkable and nuanced performance that continues to inspire and intrigue viewers today. In 1967, Anne Bancroft, a seasoned actress known for her wholesome roles, took on a daring part that would forever change her career. She was offered the role of Mistress Robinson in Mike Nichols' film The Graduate, a character far removed from the innocent parts she had played before. This decision was met with advice against taking the role, fearing it would tarnish her clean-cut image. However, Bancroft's spouse, acclaimed director and comedian Mel Brooks, saw great potential in this risky move. He encouraged his wife to take on the complex character, urging her to embrace the opportunity to break away from her established persona. His faith in her abilities led Bancroft to accept the offer, ultimately resulting in one of the most memorable performances in cinematic history. Playing Mistress Robinson catapulted the actress into a new echelon of fame, albeit one that came with its own set of challenges. Her portrayal left an indelible mark on audiences worldwide, instantly becoming synonymous with mature sensuality and unfulfilled desires. Yet, while the role brought her widespread recognition, it also pigeonholed her as a certain kind of performer, a fact that proved difficult to shake off in subsequent years. Despite these limitations, Anne Bancroft never shied away from tackling challenging roles, continually pushing boundaries and solidifying her status as a truly gifted artist. In the midst of casting for The Graduate, director Mel Brooks had reservations about Dustin Hoffman's suitability for the lead role of Benjamin. The character, as depicted in the original novel, was envisioned as a tall and attractive wasp, quite different from Hoffman's own appearance as a short, Jewish man. However, undeterred by these doubts, Hoffman successfully auditioned for the part, marking a major turning point in his acting career. As it happened, Hoffman's unconventional casting proved to be a masterstroke, reshaping prevailing perceptions of what constituted a leading man in Hollywood. By challenging conventional norms surrounding physical attractiveness and height requirements, Hoffman's portrayal of Benjamin opened doors for future generations of talented performers who might otherwise have been overlooked due to their appearance. Among them were illustrious Italian-American actors like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, both renowned for their extraordinary abilities rather than traditional good looks. At the heart of this groundbreaking film was none other than esteemed actress Anne Bancroft, delivering an iconic performance that would define her career. Her turn as Mistress Robinson remains etched in public memory even today, over half a century later. This classic tale of disillusionment, desire, and unexpected connections continues to resonate among audiences worldwide, bearing testament to its timeless appeal. Anne Bancroft was an actress who brought innovative acting techniques to Hollywood. She was known for her nervous and subtle stage acting style, which she brought to films like The Graduate. In this movie, her character Mistress Robinson became iconic, and Bancroft's portrayal was influential due to its focus on facial expressions and silent scenes. These techniques allowed audiences to connect deeply with her character, despite the character's unsympathetic qualities. Director Mike Nichols played a significant role in bringing out these performances by encouraging his actors to explore their characters' inner lives. Through Bancroft's work, she demonstrated how powerful subtlety can be in acting, introducing new approaches to creating complex and memorable characters. This shift towards more nuanced performances influenced future generations of actors and filmmakers, leaving a lasting impact on cinema. Even today, one can see traces of Bancroft's legacy in modern acting styles and storytelling methods. In Mike Nichols' early career, he took a significant risk by directing The Graduate, which became a groundbreaking film in American cinema. As a relatively new director, Nichols made bold choices in his direction, utilizing unconventional shots and camera angles that defied traditional filmmaking norms. This approach created a fresh and engaging viewing experience that captured audiences worldwide. One notable aspect of The Graduate was how it featured Anne Bancroft, who played Mistress Robinson, a character much older than herself. At the time, casting against type like this was unusual, but it ultimately proved successful due to Bancroft's exceptional acting skills and charisma. Her performance remains iconic and has left an indelible mark on cinematic history. Throughout the production process, Nichols demonstrated a daring attitude towards creativity, unafraid to push boundaries and challenge conventions. With each scene, he sought out innovative ways to tell the story visually, resulting in a unique and captivating movie-going experience. Audiences responded positively to these experimental techniques, elevating both Nichols and Bancroft to new heights in their respective careers. Despite initial reservations regarding the project, The Graduate's success cemented Nichols' reputation as a visionary director capable of delivering compelling narratives through inventive means. By taking risks, he established himself as a creative powerhouse in Hollywood, one whose work continues to resonate today. Meanwhile, Anne Bancroft's memorable portrayal solidified her status as a versatile actress, able to tackle complex roles with ease. Together, they crafted a true masterpiece of modern cinema. In the groundbreaking film The Graduate, a unique sequence featuring actress Anne Bancroft stands out. This particular scene depicts Benjamin, played by Dustin Hoffman, moving between Mistress Robinson's bed and a swimming pool. What makes it extraordinary is its presentation to Simon and Garfunkel's haunting ballad, The Sound of Silence. This innovative montage blurs the lines between cinema and music videos, pioneering a fresh visual language for storytelling. Its unconventional approach defied typical Hollywood conventions, making it look more like an early version of modern music promos than a part of the narrative flow. Reminiscent of contemporary MTV aesthetics, this daring choice influenced future directors and producers. It demonstrated how effectively songs could enhance visual imagery, thereby paving the way for countless music videos that followed suit. Thus, beyond its contribution to film history, this classic moment left an indelible mark on the evolution of music video production. In 1967, a modestly budgeted film named The Graduate hit theaters, starring a then-unknown actress named Anne Bancroft. With a mere $3 million investment, this motion picture would go on to earn more than $100 million at the U.S. box office, marking a groundbreaking achievement for both the actress and the production team. This classic tale revolving around a recent college graduate, his affair with an older woman, portrayed by Anne Bancroft, and subsequent romance with her daughter struck a chord with audiences across America. Lines formed around city blocks outside cinemas, eager moviegoers clamoring to catch a glimpse of this intriguing story unfold. Remarkably, The Graduate catapulted into the ranks of the top 3 highest-grossing movies ever shortly after its release. Even today, when accounting for inflation, it continues to outrank many other iconic films. Such was the impact of this now classic motion picture that Anne Bancroft's performance as Mistress Robinson etched itself indelibly into popular culture. Despite being relative underdogs in terms of fame and recognition compared to industry heavyweights, The Graduate and Anne Bancroft demonstrated that compelling stories and powerful acting could propel even the most obscure projects to extraordinary heights. In the late 1960s, a groundbreaking film titled The Graduate gained immense popularity thanks to its unusual plot and memorable characters. One character who left a lasting impression was the role played by actress Anne Bancroft. This film proved to be a game-changer for both the industry and the actress herself. Prior to her casting in The Graduate, Anne Bancroft had already established herself as a talented performer in the entertainment industry. She began her career on stage before moving on to films and television shows. However, it wasn't until she took on the part of Mistress Robinson in The Graduate that she became a household name. Her portrayal of the complex and nuanced character earned her critical acclaim and solidified her status as a serious dramatic actress. Producer Lawrence Terman's decision to acquire the rights to The Graduate turned out to be a significant risk that ultimately paid off. The film's success encouraged other producers and directors to consider taking chances on unconventional projects. As a result, Hollywood saw an increase in the production of movies that pushed boundaries and explored new themes. Anne Bancroft's performance in The Graduate contributed significantly to the film's impact on the industry. Her ability to bring depth and complexity to a seemingly unsympathetic character demonstrated the power of acting and storytelling. Moreover, Her willingness to take on challenging roles helped pave the way for future generations of actors to do the same. Overall, the success of The Graduate and Anne Bancroft's standout performance marked a turning point in Hollywood's approach to making films. Producers were now more inclined to invest in daring projects, while actors felt empowered to explore their craft through diverse and dynamic characters. Ultimately, this shift led to a richer and more varied cinematic landscape, one where creativity and innovation could thrive. In the late 1960s, audiences flocked to theaters to watch a daring film adaptation of a controversial Broadway play. This classic, titled The Graduate, featured a memorable cast including a young Dustin Hoffman and the accomplished actress Anne Bancroft. During the filming of one particular scene, an unexpected incident occurred that left both the actors and crew members taken aback. The pivotal moment took place during the filming of the climactic church scene. As tensions ran high and emotions swelled, Hoffman found himself tasked with delivering an intense performance. Unbeknownst to him, however, he would soon cause quite a stir when he accidentally damaged some delicate props. As part of the set design, fragile and irreplaceable glass panes adorned the church windows. Caught up in the heat of the moment, Hoffman unintentionally caused harm to these precious artifacts while acting out his role. Understandably, the Reverend overseeing the location grew concerned and immediately called for a halt in production. To remedy the situation, Hoffman was asked to gently tap on the remaining undamaged glass panels with his palms. By doing so, he aimed to demonstrate respect for the sanctity of the space, while also alleviating the Reverend's concerns regarding further damage to the property. Through this compromise, they were able to resume filming without any further complications. This minor mishap ultimately added another layer of intrigue to the behind-the-scenes tales surrounding this groundbreaking film. Despite its tumultuous beginnings, The Graduate has since become a beloved staple of American cinema, one which continues to resonate deeply with viewers even today. Anne Bancroft became a pop culture phenomenon thanks to her iconic role in the 1967 film The Graduate. In this classic, she played the character of Mistress Robinson, who engaged in a romantic relationship with a much younger man, Benjamin Braddock, played by Dustin Hoffman. This unconventional dynamic challenged societal norms and captured audiences' attention. Long before cougars became a familiar term, Mistress Robinson embodied it through her bold and assertive persona. Her allure and confidence were undeniable, making her one of the most memorable characters in cinema history. Through her performance, Bancroft brought depth and complexity to a role that would ultimately become a cultural synonym for the concept of a woman pursuing a romantic relationship with a significantly younger man. Although Bancroft had already made a name for herself as a talented actress prior to The Graduate, this particular role catapulted her into stardom and solidified her status as a Hollywood legend. Even today, the film remains a timeless piece of art, while Mistress Robinson continues to inspire conversations around relationships, desire, and power dynamics. With each viewing, viewers can appreciate how Bancroft masterfully navigated the complexities of her character and left an indelible mark on cinematic history. In 1967, a film called The Graduate was released, starring Anne Bancroft alongside Dustin Hoffman. Initially, it received mixed reviews. However, the team behind the movie didn't lose hope. They decided to take their promotion efforts directly to colleges, organizing a series of screenings and discussions at various campuses across the country. This strategy proved successful, particularly at UC Berkeley, where the buzz around The Graduate grew rapidly among students. During these visits, both Dustin Hoffman and director Mike Nichols engaged with young audiences, answering questions and discussing the themes presented in the movie. Interestingly, this approach turned out to be financially rewarding for Hoffman too. As more people watched the film, they began appreciating his portrayal of Benjamin Braddock, leading to increased popularity and financial gains for him personally. Fast forward to today, and we can still see evidence of The Graduate's lasting influence on pop culture when visiting UC Berkeley. Campus tours often include stops at sites where key scenes were filmed, like the location used for Mistress Robinson's house, or the spot where Ben first encounters Elaine. These spots have become landmarks of sorts, attracting fans of the movie who want to experience firsthand some tangible connection to this classic piece of cinema history. It seems clear then that despite facing early skepticism, The Graduate, featuring Anne Bancroft, managed not just to overcome obstacles but also etch itself into our collective memory, inspiring future generations to explore its storylines and messages further. Whether it's during those original promotional college tours or nowadays, while strolling through UC Berkeley's beautiful campus, one cannot deny the power this film continues to hold over us all. Anne Bancroft, known for her role in The Graduate, brought a fresh perspective to Hollywood with her portrayal of Mistress Robinson. This film tackled controversial and unconventional topics, appealing to younger audiences who were eager for more mature content. Until then, studios primarily focused on catering to older demographics, but The Graduate changed their thinking. Bancroft's character was complex and intriguing, capturing the attention of many. Her performance resonated deeply with viewers, leaving a lasting impression. As a result, the film became a classic and paved the way for future productions to explore taboo subjects. Interestingly, before landing the part of Mistress Robinson, Bancroft had already built an impressive career in both television and film. She won numerous awards for her work, including an Academy Award for Best Actress. However, it was her role in The Graduate that truly solidified her status as a talented actress who could attract diverse audiences. This classic film proved that exploring controversial themes could lead to significant success. Consequently, studios began shifting their focus towards creating films that would appeal to a wider range of ages, ultimately transforming the landscape of Hollywood. In fact, The Graduate remains relevant today, serving as a reminder of how groundbreaking cinema can challenge societal norms and capture the hearts of millions. Moreover, the themes of societal critique in this classic remain relevant today, highlighting issues of education, religion, and capitalism. The film, with its sharp commentary on the American dream, captures a sense of disillusionment that many feel even now. The character of Benjamin Braddock struggles to find his place in a world driven by expectations, mirroring the pressures faced by young people today in their educational paths. The relationship between Benjamin and Mistress Robinson sheds light on the complexities of adult relationships, often influenced by societal norms and personal dissatisfaction. The film critiques traditional values, showing how they can lead to conflicts and confusion. This exploration of life's choices resonates with modern audiences who grapple with similar dilemmas about love and career in a fast-paced, consumer-driven society. Religion also plays a significant role, serving as a backdrop to the characters' motivations and actions. The film invites viewers to question the values that are often taken for granted, encouraging a reflection that is still pertinent. Through the struggles of its characters, the show prompts discussions about the meaning of success and fulfillment, themes that continue to challenge individuals in today's world. Ultimately, the messages embedded within the story echo the ongoing conversations about personal identity and societal roles, making this classic an important piece of cinema that still speaks to contemporary viewers. In the midst of discussing the iconic poster of The Graduate, it's fascinating to learn that the leg featured isn't even that of Anne Bancroft, but rather belongs to another actress named Linda Gray, who later found fame in Dallas. This fact adds an unexpected layer to the movie's legacy. Meanwhile, Dustin Hoffman, despite receiving top billing, faced quite different circumstances financially. His salary of $177,000 might seem substantial today, or by comparison to other films during that era. However, when considering the impact of taxes and various expenses, he ended up taking home merely $4,000, a far cry from what one might expect. To put things into perspective, this amount barely covered his living costs. As a result, Hoffman managed to save $3,000 and subsequently applied for unemployment benefits, demonstrating the realities of his financial predicament at the time. Indeed, these revelations offer us a unique glimpse behind the scenes of this classic film. In the early stages of filming The Graduate, tension brewed between co-stars Catherine Ross and Dustin Hoffman. According to Ross, Hoffman had crossed a line by pinching her buttock on set. This incident reflects the era's lack of regard for actors' personal space and boundaries. Unfortunately, Ross wasn't the only one affected by Hoffman's behavior. Anne Bancroft, playing the infamous Mistress Robinson, was also subjected to unwanted touching during a scene. Despite being directed to touch Bancroft's thigh, Hoffman went further and touched her breast instead, leaving the actress feeling violated. These incidents highlight the challenges faced by actors like Bancroft who worked during a time when professionalism and respect were often overlooked in favor of artistic expression. In the early 1960s, the actress Anne Bancroft took on a role that would solidify her place in Hollywood history, playing the sophisticated Mistress Robinson in the groundbreaking film The Graduate. This classic explores themes of disillusionment, infidelity, and unexpected romance through its main character, Benjamin Braddock, played by Dustin Hoffman. However, it's the movie's iconic final shot of Benjamin and Elaine on a bus, transitioning from joy to uncertainty, that truly encapsulates the complexity of relationships and the unpredictability of life. As the credits roll, viewers watch as Benjamin and Elaine escape their troubles on a public bus, exchanging smiles before suddenly staring off into the distance with somber expressions. Their initial euphoria fades, replaced by the realization that they face an uncertain future together. This powerful image has become one of the most memorable closing scenes in cinema history, leaving audiences reflecting on the implications of their actions long after the movie ends. Throughout the film, Anne Bancroft expertly portrayed the allure and vulnerability of Mistress Robinson, creating a captivating performance that continues to resonate today. Her ability to convey the nuances of human emotion contributed significantly to the success of The Graduate, and helped cement its status as a timeless piece of cinematic art. Even now, decades later, this classic serves as a reminder of how impactful storytelling can transcend generations and continue to inspire thought and discussion among